As a native Floridian, I just need to come on here and say what the actual fuck is going on in the grocery world. I just went to Aldi. All of this, $120. $120, all of this. Publix, $50. Eggs, couple energy drinks, BOGO, and BOGO. What? And if you don't believe me, $120, $50. What is happening?
I'm tired of pretending any type of food, whether it's sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, whatever, when you go out to eat, I'm tired of pretending that it's not expensive. I went to Jimmy John's last night for dinner. Me and my brother got 2 full sandwiches, okay? They're full sandwiches. $47. $47 for 2 sandwiches.
Michigan, thinking I was making like the cheaper dinner choice. Tell me why my total looked like I ordered for the whole football team. Like, fast food used to be the backup when money was tight. Now you almost need financing for chicken nuggets and fries.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Margie, and today we're going to be taking a look at the high price of groceries. It's affecting me. I'm sure it's affecting many of you as well. So we're going to be taking a look at some clips of some experiences people are having. We're going to be also looking at some tips and tricks and some ways to save money maybe on your grocery shopping. And if you have a personal experience that you'd like to leave or share with everybody, then make sure you leave it in the comments below. All right, let's get into it.
So I'm at the grocery store right now, and a couple observations. Everything is insanely expensive. It's been expensive, but it's getting to the point where it's like unsustainable to just keep shopping for food, as crazy as that sounds. The second thing is, why are we still using coupons? What is the deal with coupons? Why doesn't the grocery store just knock down the price to what it should be with the coupon? Why do I have to like pull this little ticket here? Or why do I have to go on the store's app to get the lowest price? Just give me the lowest price.
Yeah, so he's not wrong. And the thing about it is the grocery stores are banking that you're not going to take the time to sign up for the apps. So that way they still look like a good guy, right? Because they're giving you the benefits, but most people aren't going to do that. So they're really saving money. And also it's kind of a hassle. So I agree with him because every store wants you to download their individual app. And that takes up a lot of space, takes up a lot of time. And if you don't like a lot of clutter on your phone or on your device, or you just don't have the space for it, you know, that's really a big inconvenience. So yeah, I agree with him.
Do you want to know why Americans are struggling? Probably because the price of groceries are insane. I just spent $73 on essentially one meal and a couple of extra things. I'll show you, hold on. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I decided to make spaghetti because I don't know what to make, and it's a crowd pleaser. Everybody likes it. So I got a salad kit, 3 jars of off-brand spaghetti sauce. I'm making spaghetti for 9 people, and so that's why I get 3 jars. I decided to get the loaf of garlic bread because it was like $2, so it was cheap, but I did get 2 of them because 9 people. Hamburger alone cost like $20 for 3 pounds of hamburger. I do like to grate my own cheese, so I got a pound of mozzarella and I got a wedge of Parmesan, angel hair, off-brand spaghetti noodles. And for a sweet treat for my kids, I wanted to make no-bake cookies for after dinner for dessert. So I got some instant oats. We are low on sugar, so I did go ahead and buy a thing of sugar. I did buy the big thing of peanut butter because the one I normally buy is $4.99, and it's 40 ounces. This is 64 ounces, and it was on sale for $5.49. So of course I got the bigger one, but it seemed like the smart thing to do. So I got some off-brand cocoa to make the cookies. Beyond what I got for dinner and what I got to make dessert, the only extras I bought these Lunchables for their lunches because they were 4 for $5. Oh, I did buy some sticks of butter because I do need those for the cookies also, and we don't have any. And then we are also out of eggs, so I bought an 18-pack of eggs. Do this. This right here, $73, $73.02. Most of it's store brand. I also had an employee discount, and it was still $73. That's insane. No wonder everybody's struggling.
Yeah, $73 for spaghetti and cookies is a little crazy. I've been feeling the same thing. I do a lot of my cooking, most of my cooking at home, and I agree. First it started to the meals, the ingredients for the meals, the cost went up to like $20. No matter what meal I was making, it's 20. But now that has risen even more to about $30 per meal. And it's me and my daughter, and then sometimes I might have one of my older sons, they might eat, what I cook. But mainly for 2 people, maybe 3, it's costing about $30 to prep a meal. And every time I go to the grocery store, and it's filler items too. It's like not the full meal. It might just be, I have the noodles for the spaghetti, and I just need like the pasta sauce. And for whatever reason, when I go into the grocery, it's still coming up to be that amount. Also, with the spaghetti, I don't do ground beef. I have not done ground beef for almost the entirety of this year because I'm just not going to spend that much money on beef. And so I've switched to ground turkey. And even with switching to ground turkey, is still expensive to make the meal. So for 9 people, I don't know if that's per family. I don't know if that's per guest. Regardless, it doesn't matter. It's going to be double that. The 35 and the 35 is about 70. So that tracks. That tracks. It's not sustainable though. That's the thing.
Let me say this, only the strong gonna survive. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention. I be in these grocery stores. I just left High Neighbor spending like almost $80, okay? And a lot of people are like, well, you could just go out to eat. You could do this. We not a small family like that. And my children like to eat. I like to eat. My husband like to eat. So it makes more sense to us to cook. Don't get me wrong. We do take out too. But I'm telling y'all, they setting us up for the fail. For to be fucking damn near homeless. Excuse my language. But these grocery stores prices are out of hand. I'm at Walmart now. I just left High Neighbors. I be to Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Costco's. Now I'm going to open my Sam's account back up because I shop at Costco's now. But I need Sam's more for the children for summertime, drinks and things like that. But it's a shame the money that I know that me and my husband both come out the pockets up in these grocery stores, and just things that we need, paper towels, plates, all this type of, this is ridiculous. I feel like the food not the same, the fruits not the same. I bought some pears the other day. They was horrible. I brought some plums. Nothing is just the same. A plum used to taste so good. But also I pay attention to the soap. When I'm buying these packs of soap, it's not even lasting. Because they letting the soap look like it's melting faster. I remember back in the day, you can use a bar of soap for a couple days. About time my children, baby, that soap is gone unless we just taking a bath the right way. But I pay attention. Y'all make us use, use stuff fast so we can come back and buy it fast. And it's not just about the soap. It's even with phone chargers. If you don't go ahead on and buy you a good phone charger, you're going to find yourself buying them the cheap chargers over and over and over. And how much money, that stuff is set up to break. It's designed to break so you can keep buying it over and over and over again. So I'm like, babe, just go to AT&T and just give me a good charger, and that way you don't have to keep buying me no chargers from the gas station. And I done had that charger for months now. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's sometimes what you pay for, but at the end of the day, I just be paying attention to things that they do. Only the strong gonna survive out here. And I'm telling you ladies, you got to bounce around from store to stores, because at the end of the day, that's what our grandmas used to do. And that's what you got to do to make sure, if you got kids, that's what you got to do to make sure that you have everything you need. You might have to go get that bleach that's on sale at High Neighbors. You might have to go to Walmart and get this. You might have to go get some mayo and mustard from the dollar store. You got to do what you got to do. Of course, I got this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking to a mother that just don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to just work what you got and do what you need to do out here, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Life is hard, and it's hard out here. And it's real. And like I say, only the strong will survive, okay? Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed to J-Lo. Let me say this.
Everything that she said is the truth. Now, I know that she was jumping around a bunch of different topics, but all of it's the truth. The price is ridiculous. The quality has gone down. And I don't know if you've seen, like, they're not making, like, ice cream. Oh, ice cream. If you look on there, it says iced dessert or something, or dairy dessert is what it says. The chocolate, they're making changes to the chocolate. They're changing all of the ingredients. So it's just the quality is not there. Yeah, everything she said, I agree with her 100%. So make sure that you are shopping, check your circulars, find out what's on sale. Those are all really, really good advice if you're not already doing that. I don't know what a High Neighbors is, but in our area, probably the lowest places like Aldi's. Aldi's is great to shop for some things. Canned goods, dry goods like flour, sugar, your seasonings, because they're still like 99 cents there. So that's, you have to get certain items at different places because they all stack different. But yeah.
We all know that groceries are obviously insanely expensive right now. Food is expensive in general. So here's the one thing that I do that cut my grocery bill almost in half. I stopped buying everything at the same store, and I do most of my shopping at Aldi. So my produce, basics, eggs, dairy, bread, snacks, that same cart costs $120 somewhere else is usually like $60 to $70 at Aldi. And if I'm spending $100 at Aldi, like I really got a lot, and I'm for sure would have spent like $200 elsewhere. I'll go to a second store for like this few specific things that Aldi doesn't have sometimes. 2 stops can sound annoying, but it does save a lot of money. I also do have a Costco membership, but honestly, it's not always cheaper unless you're shopping for like a family. Where Costco does actually save me money is like dry goods, specific products like ghee that we use, things like that, cleaning supplies, household staples, not like fresh food for me, for just me and one other person. I would say the real trick is separating where you buy what, because grocery stores rely on you shopping out of convenience. A little strategy can really like cut your bills fast. I'm always looking for ways to make money systems easier for neurodivergent people too, because food spending, I know, is one of the hardest things to regulate. And I know that that's something that people can spend a lot of money on, like door dashing.
Guys, so 2 back to back. Some of the same suggestions. Make sure that you're shopping at the lowest store, but you might have to get your items from different stores. So pay attention to that. Don't try to shop just at one place. So yeah, some more very good advice.
Hey, honey maid. I don't know what's going on over there with your quality control. Got these boxes of graham crackers yesterday, right? It says fresh stack, which is pretty ironic considering the fact that when I opened up my box, every single fresh stack was open. You see? That's open. You see? That's open. It's open. They were purchased open inside of a closed box. Again, I don't know what's going on over there. This is the perfect example. I didn't touch this one. This is how they came to me. Right? Does that look closed? It's open. So yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. But my fresh stacks were all open. Kind of defeats the purpose.
Oh my God, I would be so mad if I purchased products like that and they were all opened. I just would be mad because it's a big inconvenience Of course, the grocery stores are really good with allowing you to exchange it, especially if you're in the same stores all the time. If people are familiar with you, um, you know, just be nice. But yeah, they'll just let you exchange it. But the point of the fact is, you shouldn't have to do that because we go back to quality. Quality again. Quality is going down. It's, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm tired of pretending any type of food, whether it's sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, whatever, when you go out to eat, I'm tired of pretending that it's not expensive. I went to Jimmy John's last night for dinner. Me and my brother got 2 full sandwiches. Okay, they're full sandwiches. $47. $47 for 2 sandwiches. I understand Jimmy John's has been on the pricier side of sandwiches since they started. This is outrageous. I swear this is more expensive. This is more expensive than what I got last time. $47. What are we doing? Is this the economy that we were looking for in the 21st century? Yeah, I didn't think.
He was funny. He was funny. But listen, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. And now I cook most of my meals at home, like I stated a while ago. But about 2 weeks ago, we went on vacation to the beach. And again, just my daughter and I took her and some friends, but just for her and and I'm just talking about, we went to like 3 restaurants while we were there. Simple restaurants. Only one of them was a seafood restaurant, so I did expect that one to be a little bit more pricey. But the other one was like Olive Garden, and I don't care. And I think we went to Chili's, and I don't care. Everything on the menu was $27. It didn't matter if it was a salad. It didn't matter if it was the steak. The steak might have been a little bit more. It might have been $29. But everything on the menu was $27. So I can totally understand why he's frustrated. But for 2 sandwiches, it shouldn't be $47. He probably got soda or something, but that could be tax. The soda's like $3 now also. So yeah, it's crazy. I can empathize with him. That's exactly why I cook at home, and I've stopped for the majority eating out.
See, the thing, you can't convince me that groceries aren't expensive because I have actively swapped out ground beef for ground turkey. I live in Jackson, Mississippi, and I don't know what y'all paying for ground beef in other regions of the world, regions of U.S. America, but yeah, the prices is too pricey for me. And so last week I was like, okay, I gotta feed the family, but I really don't want to pay what they trying to charge me at Walmart for some damn ground beef. And what I do, stroll my ass down a little longer down that cooling section aisle, and I found some ground turkey, and I made it do what it do. And if I'm gonna be honest, it's a quick way to get skinny. Because you can't afford regular groceries. You can't afford your typical groceries. You got to cut corners somewhere. I'm eating lean meat. Case in point, if y'all don't believe me. So off the jump, for me to get the regular 80/20, I'm looking at $17 for 2.25 pounds. Then when you want the roll, when you want the real lean Lightning McQueen, the 73.27, baby, that's a $20 roll. The same for when you want a 2.25 tray, and it's $17 of 93.7. Baby, look, if I gotta pay that much to be lean, it's not that serious, because what did I do? Boom, right there. I said, oh, that'll do. Look at that. 93.7, $5.46. Look at that. $13.34. Okay, and I think the net ounce weight, what they say, y'all? 48 ounces? I think that's 48 ounces. Yeah, because it don't say on here. But you had to read the packaging. And then you got the little $5 pack right there. Baby, who? Mind you, I live in Mississippi. Not California, not New York, not Texas. I live in Mississippi, which is insane because people don't even really want to be over here living with us like that. Like, talking about for real. And guess what? It's still expensive. It's pricey. First of all, First of all, it takes you $20 to just get 4 gallons of gas. So down here, I can go through $40 just by getting 4 gallons of gas and a fucking pack of ground beef. No, gotta cut corners somewhere. You gotta trim it where you can, baby. It's expensive out here. What if I know somebody cutting corners? Cause you wanna know how I know? Cause I just cut corners. I cut corners from doing ground beef to ground turkey. It tastes a little different, but it still get the job done. Fed is best. What y'all trimming? I know y'all trimming something. I stopped buying pancakes. I just do pancake mix at the house now. I get some flour, eggs, mix them mugs up, and I put them on the skillet and I feed my kids. I ain't got it no more. It's getting decrepit out here. We have trimmed all we can trim. We have gotten second and third jobs. We have picked up shifts with Instacart, picked up shifts with DoorDash. We have sold shit, and we still behind. And I'm not saying we as in solely my household. I'm saying we as in regular people that are trying to feed ourselves, trying to feed our family, just have just at least $100 for ourselves to just spend it on ourselves. I'm talking about us. And even the ones making 35, 45, 50 an hour, whatever the case may be, they still feeling the same stuff we feeling. Let's be honest, this whole 40, 50, 60 an hour job, salary that they, promised us that we can find out of college, and they've been priming us since high school, and, just got to get up and get a job. It don't work no more. 40, 50, $60 an hour was big money in the 90s, 80s, and 70s. But I'm going to tell you right now, after the end of 2015 and at the max of 2020, yeah, things started to get a little disrespectful. So I know good and well if me over here struggling and I'm hearing nurses over here trying to, budget, I know groceries is kicking everybody's ass, and then don't add daycare and stuff like that on top of it. Some got to give. Some got to give. Bubble got to pop. The treasury needs to fucking get a big ass donation. Something need to happen. It is hard out here. That's it. That's all. No more or less, baby. Bye. See the thing.
Oh, she's cute. But listen, she's real though. That's real facts. Too much at the gas pump. Too much in the grocery store. Like I said, too much is hitting us from every direction, and it's just becoming overwhelming. And like I just said earlier, I've already switched. I've not bought ground beef the entire year that I can remember. So I have switched to ground turkey. Your girl's on a health journey anyway, so it's healthier. And I've just been making my taco salad with ground turkey. The only thing that didn't work out was I did try to make meatloaf because I love meatloaf. Don't do that. It didn't hold together and it just didn't taste right. Make sure you season it with a 1 pound of ground turkey. And the Food Lion is $4.99 for the pound. It comes in 3 flavors: original, Italian, and taco flavor. And but make sure you add additional seasonings. It does need to be seasoned. Yeah, but yeah, I've switched too. And really, if I don't tell my kids, they can't tell the difference. They don't know. So.
This is a grocery hack I don't hear enough people talk about. A lot of grocery stores will do discounts on their meats and stuff like that as it gets closer to the sell-by date, with the hope that they're going to get rid of it faster before it is no longer good to sell. I went into one of our local grocery stores today to get some salmon for dinner because I had seen online that it was cheaper to get it at my local grocery store than Aldi. So I went in and instead I found manager special stuff. And not just salmon, but I also found chicken up the wazoo, sausage, so much stuff. So let me show you what I got. So I got stuffed salmon right here. So just to show you, originally $13.49, $8.36, discounted to $4.17 for over half a pound. So I got all of those that they had, and this is dinner for tonight. And this is everything else that I got. So let's chat about this. 6.5 pounds of chicken for $6. Less than $1 a pound, which is crazy. So I got 2 of those. I got more salmon that I'm going to do for meal prep, and that's discounted to like $6.75 a pound. Sausage, lots and lots of sausage, like $3 a pound. Chicken thighs, discounted to $2.50 a pound. Got another one here and here. Oh, this is actually chicken breast. So
Thinly sliced chicken breast, $2.75 a pound. And then this one is the craziest. This is skin on bone in chicken thighs, but ready? 75 cents a pound. You really can't beat 75 cents a pound for chicken. I mean, that is insane. Even like the $2.75 for chicken breast is cheaper than I can get it at Aldi. The salmon is cheaper, and I'm trying to eat more, leaner proteins and stuff like that. This is such an awesome grocery hack, especially if you have the extra room, like an extra freezer. We have an extra fridge in our basement. So that's where all of this is going to go. It's just going to go right in that freezer. And now I really don't have to buy any meat for like at least the next couple of weeks, which is really cool. If you want to try this at your local grocery store, definitely shop in person. You're not going to likely get any kind of manager special if you're doing a pickup order, and kind of play around with the days that you're grocery shopping. So it is Wednesday today, and there was a ton of manager special stuff at my grocery store, which was really cool. There's another local New England specific grocery store that does this a lot too. And I think that their days are like Mondays or Tuesdays. So kind of play around or ask an associate when they typically discount the meat, so that way you know when to go. In this economy, we could all use some tips and tricks to make grocery shopping a little bit more financially reasonable. So if this is helpful to you, please let me know below. Or if this is something you're already doing, let me know. Let me know if you got it down to a fine science. I'm always very curious to see who else has figured out this hack.
Yes, that's a great hack. I don't know if you guys do this. I shop a lot at my local Food Lion just because it's literally 2 minutes from my house, even though it's not the best price place to get like everything. It's phenomenal to get meat, and for this reason, they mark it down. They mark meat down almost every morning. So if I go there at like 9 o'clock in the morning, there'll be tons of meat under the manager specials. It's still good. It's still in date. It's usually about 2 to 3 days out from the expiration, and it'll be marked down the exact same ways. And I love it. And that's how I get a lot of my steak. I get a lot of steak that way. I do get seafood that way. Not all the time. They mark down the ground beef, but it's not marked down enough for me. So I'm sticking with the ground turkey, because I want that healthier lean protein as well. So I'm still staying away from that. But if they mark down the right ones, I would get it. I would. I just haven't found it yet. But pork chops, roast, all of it. So if you haven't already done that, check with your local grocery store too and see when they mark theirs down, because you can get some really good deals that way, and that'll help stock up your freezer when stuff's not on sale.
The fact that people are still complaining about how expensive groceries are, but are not following these tips, you can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. But let me show you exactly what I do to coupon my groceries every single week. First things first, the weekly ad. They have a paper version of this in store, but there is also one online in the app where you can actually create an account and clip the coupon. When I tell you that I literally sat in my car in the parking lot for 15 minutes before I went in the store just to see what is on sale and clip the coupons and load them onto my account, that's exactly what I did. Every week, I buy what is on sale, and then I base whatever I'm making around the ingredients that I have on hand. And it doesn't matter where you lived. I have lived in Oregon, Idaho, California, Washington, and there's grocers around you that have an app or affiliate store. Like for us this week, this was a really good week for protein. I have 4 pounds of shrimp, 11 pounds of chicken thigh, and 5 pounds of beef between the chuck roast and the little sirloin steaks that were also on sale this week. Once I check what is on sale in the weekly ad, I will literally log into the app and just scroll through the coupons. I like to do this by category to see what coupons I can clip. Is my family going to finish 3 boxes of oatmeal and 2 boxes of cereal in the next week? No, they are not. But these don't expire for a while, and we will definitely use them over the next few weeks, maybe even months. And when we run out, I already know I have some in the pantry that I got on sale. Because with the coupons that I found in the app, the cereal was $1.49 a box and the oatmeal was 99 cents a box. My daughter packs lunch every day, and of course, these are $1.99 this week, so I'm going to pick some up for her school lunches. And these also ended up being $1.29 after the coupon. So number 1, check your local grocer's weekly ad. You will see what is on sale for the week. Number 2, download the app, create a free account, and load any digital coupons that you have. I think when people think of couponing, they still imagine the people with the big binders buying like 500 cans of chili beans. Like, no, y'all, it's a digital coupon that I clipped for this Tillamook cheese for $1.99. And for the coupon to apply, all I have to do is enter my number at checkout. This was $180 worth of groceries that dropped to $71 after coupons. I still have room in my budget to buy supplemental items. And from these proteins, I'm going to plan my meals for the week. But I promise you, it's not complicated. A little bit of effort and a lot of savings.
Yeah, her savings was phenomenal. She might have me reconsidering these online coupon apps. They're just so cumbersome to me. Like, you have to have one for each store. I don't know. But she saved a ton of money, so it might definitely be time to start taking a look at that. Yeah. Let me know if you're considering taking a look at it too, especially after that. That was a great savings.
If you're looking to save money on groceries, let me show you my meat haul for the month of June. Starting off, I got this rotisserie chicken from Sam's Club for $4.98. I've never done this before, but I decided to go ahead and take all of the meat off and then divide it up so that I can freeze it and use it for easy meals later on. I was able to get 3 meals out of this, making it $1.66 each. Next, I got these chicken breasts from Publix for $5.56. Typically, I'll get a big pack from Sam's Club, but I did have a few left over from last month, so that's why I only got a small pack. I divided this into 2 meals, bringing the cost to $2.78 each. I got this roast from Sam's Club for $18.97. I cut it into 2 pieces, making each meal $9.48. I got this pack of 24 all-beef hot dogs from Sam's Club. The whole pack costs $10.98 each. I divided it into 4 hot dogs per meal, making it $1.83 each. You definitely can't beat that for all-beef hot dogs. Along the same lines, I got this pack of 20 sausages for $15.68 from Sam's Club. We got these last month as well. They were really, really good. They work great for sausage dogs, Cajun food, whatever you want to use them for. I divided these into packs of 4 as well, making each pack $3.13. Next up, I got this salmon from Sam's Club. It was $29.24 for the whole thing. Now, if you haven't tried salmon from Sam's Club, I really urge you to do so. It's very, very good. I was able to get 3 meals out of this, making it $9.74 each meal. This pack of bacon was $3.94 from Walmart. I know you're probably thinking there's no way I would ever buy great value bacon, but it's really not that bad, and it's cost effective. Since it's really just me and my husband eating full meals since we have a 1-year-old, I like to cut my bacon in half and get 2 meals out of it, so that brought the cost to $1.97 each. Now, obviously, if you have a bigger family or if you're going to use all the bacon at once, just don't do that. Next, I got these bone-in chicken thighs for $8 from Sam's Club. Each big pack has 4 individual packs with 2 to 3 chicken thighs. I did go ahead and open 2 packs and put them in freezer bags so that I could do meal prep with them later. The other 2 I just left individually packaged, and I'll just open them when I use them. So we'll get 4 meals, which brings it to $2 for each meal. This cube steak was a little bit of a splurge meal for us, so I did use both packs for 1 meal. That brought the total to $13.38. I got this pack of beef from Aldi for $14.32. I divided it into 3 bags, 2 smaller bags, and then 1 bigger bag that I'm going to use to make meatballs. That brings the total to $4.77 each. I got 2 pounds of fresh raw shrimp from Publix for $14.12. I did go ahead and peel them and remove the tail to make my life easier when I'm ready to cook. I split this into 4 bags, making it $3.53. Last but certainly not least, I got this huge pork loin from Sam's Club for $19.68. The piece on the end with the darker meat works really great to use in the crock pot as like a Boston butt or just for like barbecue pork sliders. So I cut a chunk of that off and then I just freeze that as is to use later in the crock pot. The rest of the pork loin I cut into individual pork chops, and I was able to get 7 packs of 4 pork chops each, making each meal $2.46. The first time I did this was a couple months ago, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It is such a great deal. I know shopping bulk meat takes a little bit more effort and time than just buying individual packs, but I promise it's worth it if you're trying to save money. Let me know if you have any questions.
Oh, she got a lot of meat. No, I didn't see the overall price that she paid in when I watched the video, so that would be something good that I would like to know. But yeah, she did good. I do this sometimes, but I'm not very good at it, and I don't shop in bulk at like Sam's or Costco because for me it's not cost effective. Like I said, it's just the two of us and maybe sometimes three people that'll eat dinner. Um, Sometimes maybe more, but not enough for me on a daily, regular schedule to purchase bulk items. Um, so I don't know. I do get large, the large packs, and I do subdivide it into meals. Chicken thighs, chicken breasts, regular from like Walmart or Food Lion. I will package those up. And I cut my bacon in half the same way also. So yeah. I think those are great tips. All right, guys. So we've seen some really good tips today. Just to kind of recap, make sure that you're switching stores. Don't get everything at one store. Make sure that you're checking the circulars and the sale prices. Maybe try downloading some apps, some of the couponing or store apps, so that you can see what's on sale and get additional digital coupons. Do things like buy bulk items and then subdivide them yourself, so that you can meal prep and plan your meals around that. Yes, all some really good tips. So if you have any personal experiences that you'd like to share, make sure that you leave them in the comments below. If you have any tips and tricks that you want to share, leave those also, because it's getting rough out here. I'm getting anxiety thinking about going to the grocery store. So I know I'm not the only one. All right, guys, and if you like the video, then please make sure to like, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.